everyone. We're going to start today in Sukhasana, cross-legged position. We're just going to bring our right leg over the left. If you can cross your ankles, try to cross your ankles. If you have any knee pain, of course, support the knee. If you're rounding in your back, just prop yourself up on a blanket, just so that we can get the knees lower than the hips. And then we're just going to lift up tall in the spine and settling into the seat. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, pulling in the belly gently. Relaxing the shoulders and the back pockets into the back pockets, rising up through the crown of the heads. And now coming into the breath, breathing in and out of the nose. Every inhale is long, every exhale is long. So settling in, grounding yourself, bringing your awareness to your mat. Then you can bring your awareness to the sounds around you and let those disappear. Gently coming inward, finding your breath, exploring the breath. Is your inhales longer than your exhales? Or are your exhales longer than your inhales? Try not to change anything, just breathe. All right, now let's just go ahead and even out the breath. And exhale, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, drop right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, lift the head, drop the chin to the chest. And lifting the head, dropping it back. Inhale, lift the head, big circles to the left. And other direction. Just releasing the tension from the neck and shoulders, let it go. And coming back to a neutral position, let's just go ahead and come forward from the waist, making circles. Releasing tension from the low back, rounding the back. Shifting forward, moving organically, it can go in both directions. And then back to center, exhaling all of your air, twisting to the right, looking over that right shoulder. And back to center. Let's go ahead and switch the cross in the leg. All right, coming into, let's do a little bit of pranayama. So we're going to do Nadi Shodhana. So you're closing off the right nostril at the base of the cartilage with your thumb. Then you'll shut off the left with your ring finger. Okay, you can also use your pinky finger if you want. Okay, so we'll just go back and forth, shutting off the right, then the left, and the right. Okay, So if your shoulder gets taxed, you can always place your left hand underneath your elbow just to support that arm. Okay? So beginning with an exhale, inhale through the left, shutting off the left, exhaling through the right. Now I want you to inhale through the right, exhale through the left, inhale through the left, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, exhale through the left, inhale through the left, and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And exhale to the left. And now just breathe as you normally would. Feeling the effects of pranayama, if any at all. Alright, let's go ahead and shift, making circles from the stomach, rolling forward. And switching the direction. And coming back to center, let's exhale all of your air and twist to the left. Every inhale extending up through the crown of the head, every exhale twisting in deeper. And then back to center. Good. Alright, let's come on to our backs. So we're doing a little twisting program today. So let's come on to our backs and let's begin with some yogic bicycles. So placing your head into your hands, extending your left leg, reaching up over to the right, and then back down. So just keep going. Same side. And 10. Good. All right, go ahead and relax and bring your feet to either edge of the mat and squeeze the knees together. And reach the arms above the head, stretch the tummy. All right, placing the head into the hands. Let's come to the other side. So left knee in. Good, try to exhale on the up. And release. Good. Go ahead and reach your arms up over the head, extend out through the legs. And bringing the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. let's circle the knees. Okay, let's take our arms out to the side and we're going to gently lower or slowly lower the legs down to the left. Knees down, feet up, and then inhale coming back up, exhale going down, and up to the left. So taking it nice and slow. And back up, over to the right, nice and slow. And to the left. And to the right. And then really come back to center. Release the feet down onto the mat. Squeeze the knees together. Walk your feet further apart. And then bring the soles of your feet together and just allow your knees to open up. Just rest here briefly. Okay, let's just go ahead and roll to our right hand side or rock up, your choice. We're going to come into a standing position. So bringing your feet together, we're going to come into Surya Namaskar A. So let's sweep the arms up and exhale, dive forward. Release your head to your knees. You can bend your knees. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the back of your neck. And exhale, plant your hands and step it back. Downward facing dog. Shifting forward, dropping down to your knees. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, lifting up for cobra. Exhale, roll it back, downward facing dog. Pushing the heels down. You can walk the dog if you like. Try to draw your shoulders away from your ears. And then walking your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway, and exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift halfway, inhale, flip the arms back, lift all the way to standing. Coming up, reaching up. Exhale, down through the heart. Inhale, sweeping upwards, and exhale, diving forward. Release your head to your knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands and step back. Top of a push-up, all the way down, chaturanga. Right into cobra, bhujangasana. Exhale, roll it back, downward facing dog. And now walking your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold in. Floating the arms back. Lifting all the way to standing. And exhale, down through your heart. Nice deep breath here. Inhale, sweep upwards. And exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step it back. Chaturanga Dandasana, all the way into up dog. So only the feet and the hands are on the mat. Push your legs up from your stomach, moving back, downward facing dog. And breathing. Okay, exhale all of your air. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway, and exhale, fold in. Floating the arms back. Lifting all the way to standing. Exhale, down through the heart. All right, let's go ahead and step our right leg back. We're coming into Ardha Chandrasana, or excuse me, Ashta Chandrasana. So right heel stacks over the foot. Try to bend your left knee as much as you can. Reach up with the arms. We're going to straighten the front leg, bend the knee, straighten, bend, straighten, and bend. Settling in, breathing into that right hip flexor. And let's come down, bring the hands through the heart and twist to the left. So no tension in the neck. If you need to, just look down. Okay, exhale, plant your hands, step the right foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway, float the arms back, and come all the way to standing. Arms are up, and we're going to step that left leg back. Try to stack your heel over your toes. Front knee is bent. Then we're going to straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, settle in. Breathing into that left hip flexor. And then hands come down through the heart and twisting to the right. Okay, and then coming back, stepping that left leg forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold in. And floating the arms back, lifting all the way to standing. Coming up, and exhale, down through the heart. Take a nice deep breath here. Okay, bringing your feet together, we're going to come into Sun B. So arms float upward. Sit back into your chair. Knees are squeezing. Chest is lifted. If the shoulders are tight, you can bring the arms down here. Think expansive. And exhale, float it in. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, step it back. Downward facing dog. Coming forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Right into up dog or cobra. Exhale, roll it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, sweep it forward, coming right into warrior one. So pelvis is squared to the front edge of your mat. If you need to move your right foot over, that's okay. We want to try to get the hips in line with each other. Lifting the arches of the feet. Exhale, plant your hands and step it back. Downward dog, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, roll it back. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Okay, inhale, lift the left leg, sweep it forward. Right into warrior one. Pelvis squared to the front edge of the mat. Exhale down through the heart, back to your mat, Vinyasa, Chaturanga, Cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's step our feet to step your feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold in. Sweeping your fingertips along the mat. Coming right into chair pose. Remember to really draw back onto your heels. Be able to lift your toes. Exhale, hands down through the heart. Let's twist to the left. Hooking that right elbow on the left knee. Hips are square to the front edge of your mat. So left hip forward. And then back to center. Here we go. Other side. forward. And then release right down through the center, folding in. Nice deep breaths here. Okay, let's just go ahead and step it back. Come down onto your shins. Big toes touch. Knees separate. Come all the way down. If you can get your hips all the way down onto your heels, please do. Okay, if you have knee pain, you may have to use a block. But just settling back. Okay, let's go ahead and inhale, lift. And we're going to sweep. Hang on a second. We're going to sweep we're going to place the left hand in the center of your chest or the center of your mat. Sweep your right arm up. Bring that right arm underneath and come all the way back. Try to come back farther than I am. I'm just limited in that right knee. So if you can sink your hips to your heels, sink your hips to your heels. If you want extra, you just bring your left hand behind your back. Okay, let's release. Let's come into the other side. So right hand in the center of your mat. Sweep the left arm up. Here we go. All the way through. Right hand can come on the back. If you need your right hand out in front just to take some weight off of that shoulder, that's totally fine. But really try to sit your hips back. Okay. Go ahead, inhale and lift. So let's go ahead and come into downward facing dog. And lift your right leg, or excuse me, let's lift our left leg. Bringing it forward, coming into warrior two. Okay, so left foot intersects the arch of the right foot. Try to sink in deeper. Try to feel this in the inner thigh. Arms reach out, looking over that left middle finger. Shoulders down, triceps up. And then shifting right into Utthita Parsvakonasana. Left elbow on the left knee. Right arm comes up and over. Again, bending that knee. Try to feel this in the groin. Opening the chest to the wall, not the floor. Okay, and then inhale, lifting up. Let's go ahead and turn your feet to the long edge of the mat. I'm going to turn around. So feet to the long edge of the mat. Pigeon toe your toes. And then exhale, come down. Hands down to the mat or to a block or to a chair. We're going to plant that left hand in the center of your stance. Bring your right hand to your sacrum, keeping that sacrum level, twisting to the right, reaching up to that right arm. And then exhale, let's thread it through and try to grab that left ankle. Left ankle with the right hand. All right, right hand comes to the center of the stance, left hand to the sacrum, twisting to the left without lifting that left hip. Then you can reach the arm up, left arm up. right ankle with the left hand. Okay, come back to center. Strong core as you lift to standing. Okay, we're going to turn towards the top of the mat. Feet together. And now sweeping that left foot back. Warrior two position. Arms reach out. Hips are open to the long edge of the mat. So bending that knee as much as you can. Pulling the chest back over your stance. And shifting forward, left or right elbow on the knee. Sweep that left arm up and over. Chest is open to the wall, not to the floor, to the wall. No tension in the neck. Lift the arches of the feet. Get deeper. And inhale, lifting up. Use your core and step it forward. Okay, we're going to come into Utthita Trikonasana and Ardha Chandrasana. So if you need a block or a chair, let's just have it on the right side. Okay, so place your block if you need it beside your shin, right shin. Then step your left leg back. Okay. Now, our hips are open to the long edge. Remember, outward spirals of everything. Reaching down for the block or your leg or the floor. But we want the chest open. So if you're coming down here and your chest is pointed towards the floor, you got to come up. So neck nice and long. Whew. Legs strong. Arches lifted. All right, and now let's reach that block about a foot forward in front of your right foot, lifting for half moon. Remember that our heels are in line with each other. We're going to try to open up the hips, reaching the left arm up. You can look up if you like. Just no tension in the neck. Okay, your release is Trikonasana. Try to land gently and open up. Good. All right. Let's place our block over on the other side, stepping it forward gracefully. Hands come to heart. And now here we go. Trikonasana, right leg back. So left heel's intersecting the arch of the right. Right foot's turned inward 45 degrees. Hips are open. Dropping all the way down. Looking up at the right hand. If there's no tension. If you have tension in your neck, just look down. Okay, here we go. Ardha Chandrasana. Shifting it forward. The block about 1 foot forward. Lifting that right leg. Opening up. Trying to stack that right hip on top of the left. All right, let's step it back gracefully. Right into Trikonasana. And stepping it forward. Standing forward bend. Let's go ahead and reach for your elbows and hang. And floating the arms back, lifting all the way to standing, coming upwards, and exhale down to the heart. All right, let's go ahead and step let's step our left foot 2/3 of the way back. So it's about 2.5, 3 feet, Parsvottanasana. Remember, we want to try to get our hips squared to the front edge of the mat. So if you need to move that right foot over, move the right foot over. Bring your hands into prayer position and exhale, come forward. It's okay if you need to have your thumbs at the sacrum. And inhale, lifting up. Now let's come into Parivata Trikonasana. So you can have your hand on a block or it can be on your mat. So left hand on the block's in the inside of your right foot. We're just coming in for a twist. So really pull that right hip back. And then reaching up with the right arm. And exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Step your left foot forward, reach for your elbows, hang. And floating the arms back. Inhale, lift to standing, coming up. And exhale down through the heart. Let's step our right foot back. About 2.5, 3 feet. Floating the hands behind the back. Pulling that right hip forward, left hip back. Exhale, come forward. And now release your hands, dropping the right hand down to the mat on the inside of your left foot. It can be on a block. Floating that left arm up. Really try to pull that left hip back. No tension in the neck. And release the hand down to the mat. Step your right leg forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, flip the arms back. Lift all the way to standing. And drawing down through the heart. Inhale, sweeping upwards. And exhale, diving forward. Release your head to your knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands and let's step back. Downward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, your choice. And exhale, roll it back. Downward facing dog. Dropping your hips over to the left. And inhale back up over to the right. And back to center. Let's step our feet forward about 1 foot. Open them up as wide as your mat. And taking your right hand, reaching for that left ankle. And release. Left hand, reaching for that right ankle, pushing back, breathing into the hamstring and that little spot between the shoulder blades. And now release, walking your feet towards your hands. So feet hip width distance, right hand reaches for the ankle, left arm reaches up. You can look under your armpit, but no neck pain if you feel that, look down. And now left hand reaches for the right ankle, reaching up. And release down. Good. Go ahead and reach for the elbows and hang. And floating the arms back. Squeeze the triceps. Lift to standing. Coming upward. And exhale down through the heart. Inhale, sweep upwards. And exhale, diving forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands. Let's step back, downward facing dog, push back, breathe. All right, let's just come down to your knees, come all the way down to your pelvis. Let's come into Sphinx pose, pressing into your elbows, pulling your chest forward and up. Then coming into steel pose, taking your hands out as wide as your mat, turning your fingertips out. Try to relax your glutes. And then exhale, go ahead and come down. Pressing into your hands, let's lift and come back. Or let's come into a seated position rather. Okay, let's come into Barbhadrasana. So bringing the feet to the right and the knees straight forward. If you can fit your shin into the arch of your foot, that's ideal. Okay, but let's try to lift up through that left side waist and push down with the right glute. Shoulders down. And let's come into our twist. Twisting to the left. And then inhale, coming back to center. Let's bring the legs over to the left. Knees down. Lifting up nice and tall. And twisting to the right. Every inhale, lifting up to the crown of the head. Every exhale, twisting in a little deeper. Coming back to center, sweeping that left leg across, stacking the knees if you can. Lift up nice and tall and exhale, come forward. And here we go, up and twist to the left. And back to center. Good job. Let's switch the cross in the legs. Bringing that left leg under, right leg on top, lifting up nice and tall. Exhale, coming forward. And lifting back up, twisting to the left, or excuse me, to the right. Let's see what time it is here. Okay. And back to center. Good job. Let's bring our left leg out, right leg in. Okay, you can bring the leg across, but just make sure that you keep the big toe down and the glute down. And let's twist to the right. Every inhale lifting up through the crown of the head. Every exhale twisting in deeper. Flexing that left foot. Okay, back to center and switch. Extending that right leg, bringing the left leg across. Lifting the chest nice and tall, and then twisting to the left. Back to center, extending both legs out, lifting up nice and tall, anchoring down into the hips or the hips into the mat. Dandasana. And inhale, sweeping upward, coming into Paschimottanasana. So you can, if it feels good to you to sort of extend your chest and then round and extend and round, that's fine. And inhale, rolling up. And let's bring the legs out wide. So flexing the quadriceps, toes up. Let's exhale and come down through the middle. Okay, with your breath, bring it back in and slide the left elbow into that inner thigh, or you can place it on a block. Open up your chest and bring your arm all the way across. And inhale, lifting up, slide that right arm in, try to open up the chest, lift the left arm, bring it up and over. And inhale, lift back up, extending the chest forward and up, hands behind. Feel the length in the spine. All right, let's go ahead and come onto our backs. If you have a blanket, let's come into Baddha Konasana. So let's just bring the soles of our feet together. Your bottom is right next to your blanket roll, okay? And then just come right back onto the blanket. Just let go of your breath. Relax your face, soften your eyes. Just allow that last little bit of tension that's left in the body to fade. Relaxing the inner thighs and the face. let's just go ahead and bring our knees together and roll to your right hand side. Come off your props. Lie back onto your back. Excuse me. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. And then we're just going to drop the knees to the left. Look out to the right. And knees come back up. Let's drop over to the right. Extending the left arm out to the left. And inhale, lifting back up. Let's drop your feet down. And then just lift your hips. Drop them back down. Lift them again. Drop them back down. And then extend both legs out for Shavasana. Just allow yourself to be heavy. Allow the mat and the earth to support you. Your bones are light. Your muscles are heavy. Relax your breath. Just breathe as you normally would. Relaxing the spot between the eyebrows. Just sinking in. Okay, please feel free to stay in Shavasana longer. If you're ready to come out, just return to your breath. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. And draw your arms above your head, reaching out through the arms. And rolling to your right hand side. Press into your hands and lifting to come into a seated position. Just lifting up nice and tall, drawing your hands to your heart. I wish you peace, happiness, and good health. Namaste.